Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to another great day of learning. We are your teachers today. I'm Miss Amanda.
And I'm Miss Julie. We are so glad to be with you today for tons of fun, reading, and knowledge.
Now we have a great learning goal. We are going to begin learning how to sequence the events in a nursery rhyme and explore the differences between realistic and non-realistic text. Our focus standard today is RL.K.2.
Sequence. That's a weird word. What do you mean by sequencing the events?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. Boys and girls, are you ready to jump into our lesson? Let's get started.
Can you tell me, Miss Amanda, what sequence means now?
Yes, but first, I'm gonna need a little hand sanitizer. You never can be too safe. Miss Julie, could you give me the directions on how to put hand sanitizer on my hands?
Well, that seems easy. First, you pick up the bottle. Then you open the lid. Now, squirt a little in your hand. Put the bottle down and rub the hand sanitizer on both of your hands.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Julie, for sequencing those events.
Wait, what? We just sequenced events?
Yes, you told me how to use the hand sanitizer by telling me what to do in order.
Oh, so sequence means order.
That's right. Let's learn some more. Sequencing is one of the many skills we need to understand what we read. Sequencing refers to the identification of the components of a story, the beginning, middle, and end, and also the ability to retell the events within a given text in order in which they occurred. So, it's putting things in order.
Being able to sequence events in a text is a key comprehension strategy, especially for narrative text. Those are the texts that tell a story. Sequencing is also an important component of problem solving across subjects.
Right, so what does sequencing mean? If you said putting things in order, you've got it, like this.
Now, let's think back to a nursery rhyme that we've done before. Friends, do you remember? It's raining, it's pouring.
I remember. Remember, it's raining, it's pouring. The old man is snoring. He went to bed. He bumped his head on top of the bed and couldn't get up in the morning.
That's the one. Now, this nursery rhyme actually tells a story. It's a narrative. So we can sequence the events.
Oh, wow. Since we know what sequencing means, that it means putting things in order, I'm positive our friends at home can do this with us. So, scholars, are you ready to help sequence the events to this nursery rhyme?
Fantastic! So take a look at the pictures on your screen. These are all pictures from the nursery rhyme. I see some characters. I also see some of the pictures that represent the setting. Remember, that's where and when the story takes place. But these story elements are all mixed up. We've got to get the story in the right sequence.
Now think back to the nursery rhyme. What happened first in the rhyme? Ah, yes. It was raining and pouring. So we'll have to do that one first.
Let's think what happened next. Oh, the old man is snoring. Here's the picture of him snoring. So let's put this event second in our sequence.
All right, so after the old man was snoring, what happened next? Ah, I heard someone say it. He bumped his head on top of the bed. Here's the picture of that event. Ouch! Let's put that as the next in the sequence.
after it was raining and pouring, and after the man was snoring, and even after the man hit his head, what happened? Aha, he's back in his bed now because he couldn't get up in the morning.
When we sequenced the story or narrative, we can say words like first, next, then, and last. So let's practice those words with what we just sequenced. First, it was raining and pouring. Next, the old man was snoring. Oh, then he bumped his head on top of the bed. And last, what was it, friends? Yes, thank you. Last, he couldn't get up in the morning.
I have never seen anyone sequence a nursery rhyme quite like you, friends. Please kiss your brain. Now that we have sequencing down pat, let's move on to our new nursery rhyme.
Perfect timing. Now, this nursery rhyme is about a character named Jack. Now, we've practiced a nursery rhyme during another lesson with a character named Jack. Can you remember the name of that nursery rhyme? There you go, Jack be nimble. But this is a different Jack.
Right. This character named Jack is having a little snack. We are going to discover an interesting thing that Jack does when eating pie. Scholars, listen carefully to find out what he does.
Now, look closely at the picture as I recite the nursery rhyme. Little Jack Horner sat in a corner, eating his Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I."
What a funny nursery rhyme. Have you ever heard of anyone having a pie, sticking in their thumb, and pulling out a plum? Neither have I. Look closely at that picture. He's got a plum on his thumb. Now, a plum is a small red, blue, purple, green, or yellow fruit that grows on trees.
Here's a close-up picture of a plum. Now, plums are yummy and they are fruits. We can also dry out or dehydrate plums to make prunes.
True. There was something I noticed about the word plum. Scholars, did you notice there was a word that rhymed with plum? Ah, yes, thumb. Now let's recite our nursery rhyme again. This time, you echo after me. That just means that you will say the same words after me. Let's look back at the picture of Jack as we echo. Little Jack Horner sat in a corner, eating his Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I."
Way to go! Now that you've heard and even recited our nursery rhyme, let's do some role play with these events. We will teach you some of the ways to act out this story.
Great idea. We can all be actors in the short play of Little Jack Horner. So when we say the first part, we could pretend that we are sitting eating a pie. The next part talks about sticking his thumb in the pie. That is still so funny to me. So friends, what could we do to act that out? Great ideas. Let's do what some of you said. Of course, we can pretend we are sticking our thumb in a pie.
All right. Now, you know that Jack had to be surprised to see a plum on his thumb. So when we pull out our thumbs, let's be sure and look surprised.
Definitely. And for the last part, you can pat your head like this. Smile and say, "What a good boy am I."
Oh, I'm so excited to have all of our actors and actresses role play in our nursery rhyme. Miss Julie, let's get started. You and I can be actresses too.
All right, I'll recite the rhyme and then we can all act it out together. Little Jack Horner sat in the corner, eating his Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I."
And the Academy Award goes to Mississippi's Superstars.
No doubt. Great job, scholars. You are ready for our next step. You've recited the nursery rhyme and you've even acted it out. Now, let's play a game called You Be the Teacher. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, I am already very interested in this. Miss Julie, this sounds like some fun. Tell us how to play.
Certainly. So, Miss Amanda, you are going to be the student. I am going to be the questioner. Our scholars at home, well, they are going to be the teacher. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, so you're going to ask me questions about shopping because I'm super good at shopping and I know how to find all the good deals, and I also know how to look for great shoes, and I also know all kinds of stuff about...
Okay, Miss Amanda. I'm sure you are great at shopping, but I'm not going to ask you questions about shopping. I'm going to ask you questions about Little Jack Horner. And then our teachers will tell us if you answer correctly or incorrectly.
Oh, okay. I see now, I see. Well, I feel very supported with those great teachers out there.
Absolutely. All of our questions are here on these plums. Miss Amanda, you pick a plum and I'll read the question to you.
All right. I'll go with this one.
Okay, let's see. Here's your first question. What is Little Jack Horner doing in this nursery rhyme?
Well, he was sitting in the corner, eating pie.
Well, teachers, is Miss Amanda correct or incorrect? I agree. Jack was sitting in a corner eating a pie. All right, pick another plum.
We'll go with this one.
What does Little Jack Horner put in the pie?
So when my mom bakes a pie, she puts apples in it. So I bet Jack, or maybe not Jack, maybe whoever was making the pie, put apples in the pie. So Jack had apples in his pie.
Teachers, what do you think? Good support. Miss Amanda, I agree with the teachers. We are not asking what the pie was made of. We just want to know what Jack put in the pie. He placed something in the pie.
Oh, his thumb. That's right. Let me tell you, all of you out there are great teachers. I'm ready for the next question. This one.
All right. This says, what does Jack find in his pie?
Okay, wait. Don't tell me. I remember us talking about this fruit. It's the fruit our questions are on, right? Plum. Jack pulled out a plum.
So, teachers, is plum correct or incorrect? It's unanimous. Plum is correct.
Oh yeah, I'm on fire.
We've got a few more questions. Pick another.
Let's go with this one.
Let's see. What does Little Jack Horner say?
He says, "Give me some more pie."
Okay, I already hear the teachers saying a good bit. I hear you, teachers. I hear you. Good observation. Miss Amanda, I'm afraid the teachers have reported that you are incorrect.
You know he wanted more pie.
Well, that may be true, but that's not what he said in the nursery rhyme. Think back to the sequence of the events. Right after he pulled out a plum, what did he say?
Oh, okay. I've got you. He said, "What a good boy am I." Isn't that right?
Teachers? Yes, That's it.
Phew, thanks for walking me through that one, friends. Teachers.
All right, find another question, Miss Amanda.
How about this one?
This one asks, what kind of pie do you think he is eating?
Okay, well, clearly you have all frowned upon apples, so it can't be that. The rhyme at the beginning said a Christmas pie. He's eating a Christmas pie.
Well, how about it? Yes, I agree with you, teachers. A Christmas pie. Wait. Oh, yes. Now that's a great observation. Miss Amanda, one of the teachers asked if it could be a plum pie.
Well, Jack did stick in his thumb and pulled out a plum, so I'd say yes. A Christmas pie with plums. A plum pie. By the way, Christmas is my favorite. I always keep some Christmas things handy. Miss Julie, prepare to be amazed.
Oh, really? What do you have?
Dun dun dun! Merry Christmas!
Well, the nursery rhyme did say Christmas pie.
I should have had this thing on the whole time. This could have been like my thinking cap.
Okay. Looks like we have one more question, Miss Amanda. This one says, let's see what it says. This one says, could the events of this nursery rhyme really happen? Why or why not?
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Could this rhyme have really happened? I'm thinking yes, wouldn't you say?
The teachers are the ones who have to give the final call here. Sounds like they agree. This could have really happened. It's realistic. But why? How do you know it could have really happened? How do you know it's realistic?
Miss Julie, is that the last question on that plum? You are so good you already knew it. My goodness. Well, I'm hoping the teachers can help me with this one.
Teachers, what do you say? How did you know this could have really happened?
Oh, well, that does make sense. Because you could definitely sit in a corner and someone could really eat pie.
True. And I heard someone say, even though you may not want to stick your thumb in a pie, it could actually be done.
Yes, now that's the truth. My mom would not be too pleased with me if I stuck my thumb in one of her pies.
Miss Amanda, I must say, we had some fantastic teachers today.
Goodness, yes! Teachers, friends, you have helped me so much. I feel like I know so much more about this nursery rhyme now. So, just to finish this up, help me make sure I have this story in the right sequence.
Great idea. Teachers at home, help us remember what sequencing means.
Yes, I heard you. Sequencing means putting things in order.
So let's be sure Miss Amanda has the right sequence. Let's be certain she can put these events in order. What happened first in the story?
Yes, thank you. That's a good reminder. Jack was sitting in the corner eating his Christmas pie. Christmas.
What was next?
That's it. First he was sitting down eating pie and then he stuck his thumb into the pie.
Perfect. And last?
I heard it. He said, "What a good boy am I." Wow, you've got it and you helped me too.
Scholars, who are also teachers.
Who are also actors and actresses.
Scholars, teachers, actors, actresses. Woo! You've done an amazing job with us today.
I concur. Now, think back on all we've done today. We learned about the word plum.
We did. We also learned about sequencing. We now know that sequencing means putting things in order.
And you helped me answer so many questions. Now, Answering questions about what we've read and heard helps us to really understand all the information.
Now, be sure to practice answering other people's questions in complete sentences, just like you did today.
And be sure to look for some things that you can sequence. Those opportunities are really everywhere, like your favorite movie or your favorite TV show or the events in your day.
Oh, good idea. The more we practice with the new things we learn, the better we get at it.
Exactly. I've had so much fun today. We even got to talk about Christmas. Boys and girls, we hope you've enjoyed all the things that we've done, learning about nursery rhymes, sequencing, realistic versus non-realistic text. We look forward to seeing you again soon.
Oh yes, please join us again soon as we continue to explore all kinds of stories and great learning. Thanks for doing your best today, scholars. Be sure to share something you learned today with someone in your home.
All rights and credits for today's lesson belong to Core Knowledge Language Arts. We would like to thank them for publicly sharing these valuable resources. The views and opinions expressed in this lesson are those of the Core Knowledge authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy of the Mississippi Department of Education. Thanks again so much for being with us today, boys and girls. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.